Welcome to Art Fun with Vanessa Lombardo. Today we're going to be learning about value and three-dimensional shapes. So get your pencil sharpened and let's get ready to do some shading. Value is a gradation of color from light to dark. You can demonstrate value using a variety of techniques such as cross-hatching, stippling, stumbling, zigzag, and much more. Don't forget to pause if you need more time. Now let's have some fun showing value on some three-dimensional shapes. Let's draw first a cylinder. The cylinder is an oval for the top. A curved line down below it, matching up the same line that you have above. And then draw your sides. There is my cylinder. Right beside it, let's draw a cone. You can think of an upside down letter V and a curved line below it, just like we did on our cylinder. And the last shape we're going to do is a sphere. First, you're going to draw a circle. And when we shade this in, all the different tones of value are going to make this look a little more three-dimensional. Now let's have some fun doing this. Let's divide our cylinder in half. Each of these pieces, divide them in half again. That will give us a quarter. So I have 4 spaces. Just like we practiced earlier, you have 4 spaces on your cylinder. Let's do the same thing with our cone. Right down the center. Now we're going to go from the point to the center of this curve to divide it. And this side, the same thing. And then our sphere is going to be a little different. We're going to imagine that the light is coming from this direction on all of our pieces here. So we're going to draw the highlighted spot. That's where the light is hitting the circle or our sphere. Let's draw a ring around it. Now I'm going to start about here and I'm going to come around my sphere, imagining that this is actually three-dimensional. So I'm going to follow that shape all the way around. And then the same thing, one more piece down here for the bottom. Curve it around to show the shape of our sphere. Now, if the light is hitting from here, this is going to be our lightest side and the darkest side will move over here. So let's start with our shading like we did in the first bar. I'm going to put my darkest side on the side because I'm imagining that my light is coming from here. So here's my darkest side. I'm going to shade it as dark as I can. Remember those little circular motions, fill in the space. Smooth and even. Stay in the lines. You want to keep your shape of your three-dimensional object. So the first piece of my cylinder is nice and dark. And as I move closer to the light, it's going to get brighter. So this one, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm not pressing quite as firm. Now, as you practice this, you can draw these dividing lines much lighter than I did. I drew them kind of dark so you could see them. If you draw them very, very lightly, they will start to disappear as you shade. So I've gone from dark to a lighter, a medium kind of tone. Now I'm going to go even lighter. I'm holding my pencil a little further back so I have less pressure. Very lightly filling in. So I have a dark, a medium, and a light section on my cylinder. And as I come around here, this is where the light's really shining on it. It's going to be very, very light. You can even use your finger to blend it a little bit. So I went from dark all the way around to light. And to do the top, if the sun is right here or my light source is right here shining down, and this is the inside of my cylinder here, it's going to be the opposite. It's going to be darkest on this side and lightest over this way. So you can start shading this darker. And as you move over, press less and less. And that value will make your eye believe that this is open or hollow inside and you can see inside. And there is your cylinder. If these lines were not quite as dark, it would look much more rounded. So practice this until you really get the hang of it. For the cone, we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to use our cross hatching. So if this is the light right over here, shining down, this is going to be brighter, lighter, and as you get further around this direction, it's going to be darker. So let's do our cross hatching very close together. Remember, if it's one line going in one direction, that would be hatching. But we're going to cross over and make this cross hatching. And the closer you put them together, the darker your section's going to be. Now this time, I'm going to make my pieces further apart. And for my cross hatching the other way, filling in the space. This looks dark, this looks medium. Now we have to do a lighter section, even further apart. Don't press quite as firmly with your pencil. And that's going to give me a lighter section. And with the light right here shining down, this is going to be very, very light. So really far apart, pressing lightly. And that's going to give my cone more of a rounded effect. Let's practice that scumbling technique we talked about. This one, if the light is here shining down, this is going to be a nice bright white spot where the light's hitting it. And the further down you get, the darker you get. So there's a shadow down here. So scumbling is that little swirly, almost like a scribbly line, back and forth, crossing over itself, very close together. There we go. Now the next section is a little bit bigger. This especially looks great for a sphere to do the stippling where you use the dots. So you would use a lot of dots down here at the bottom till it's almost solid. And then lesser and lesser dots as you go up, and that would be stippling. Even lighter, I'm following the contour of the sphere. So I have a dark, I have a medium, I have a light, and I have a very light. And that spot in the center, you can just put a tiny bit of shading on it and blend it. If it's too dark, you can use your eraser to lighten it, and you will have a sphere that looks rounded. Once again, these dividing lines, you're going to want to make them so light you can barely see them. Mine, you can see them really, really dark because I wanted you to be able to see where to put them. But when you draw those, draw them very, very light. And there you have a practice project for you to work on involving value, shading from light to dark or dark to light. Have fun practicing. Thank you for joining me for Art Fun with Vanessa Lombardo. Remember to do a little bit of art every day and share what you've learned with someone you love.